Hi, this is Lisa Love to Crochet and Knit. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet my little creepy Grim Reaper, and he's got eyes that light up. You can see them very well. But let's get started on what you're going to need first. You're going to need some black yarn if you want to make him black, to make him creepy. And you're not going to need a whole lot. I'm using what's left over from a skein, and that should be plenty, just a little ball. And then you're going to want, let me adjust my camera here, to order some little lights. I purchased these off Amazon. They're just little round balls. They're very small. They have like a little tag in them, and you pull that tag out and it turns it on, and then you just insert it back in if you want the eyes to shut off. They'll last. It might take a little shaking for that to go back in. Last year I put them in my daughter's pumpkins. So I bought like, I don't know, 100 of them maybe. They weren't very expensive, $10, $15. I just ordered some more and I spent $15, but they're multicolors. So you can see that, here's my measuring tape. They're not very big eyes, or lights, I should say. The entire thing is maybe a ½ inch or a little bit less. So, and so you need 2 of those. And then you're going to need a shish kebab stick for the little, his little knife, little slave or whatever it's called. So I use a shish kebab stick and I just cut it in half, but I trim this little point end off and then I cut it in half. And then I used, cut a couple little pieces of felt, and so they're a little over 2 inches long by 3/4 of an inch wide. And what I do with those is I didn't want it to be so bright in there that you couldn't, I want it to be kind of so you couldn't tell that the lights were anything in there. So I just put a little strip of glue, hot glue, and then I wrap that along there on each side. So you can, so it's open to the back and it's open to the front. And then I glue them together, and then I glue them up in the hood of the Grim Reaper. So that's what I did for that. And then put this aside. You're also going to need a pair of scissors, a tapestry needle, and a crochet hook. I'm using F actually. Excuse me. And what you're going to start with, I'm going to do mine for the video in purple, because black is incredibly hard to see in normal situations, and so I want you to be able to see them. I purchased the felt and squares like this off Amazon as well, and I don't know if they were $10 for like 100 squares or something. I don't remember exactly. And then you're also going to need some gray yarn for the little scythe or whatever his little knife he carries, whatever you want to call it. And then let's get started. If you're interested in being a pattern tester for me, I would really appreciate it. Send me an email to lisalovescrochetandknit@gmail.com. That would be ever helpful. I do try to respond to everybody's like as much as I can. I do work a job, so it's very hard for me to get everything done as I need in the time that I need sometimes, but I do try. So let's get started. I'm going to pull my camera down here. Sorry, my movement of all the camera today. Okay, so my Grim Reaper, I'm going to start with the body. So I'm going to do the body part of him, this part. And then, so that's where I'm going to start with for the pattern. So remember, I'm doing this one on purple so you can actually see him. So I start with a magic loop. There's my magic loop, and then I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to put 10 half double crochets in magic loop. And then when I come back, I will show you what I do next. Okay, so there is my 10 half double crochets, and I'm going to tighten this, tighten the magic loop, and then it makes it easier to slip stitch to the beginning. So I slip stitch in there. There's my slip stitch. I'm going to chain 1, and now I'm going to stop it, and I'm going to tighten this a little bit more, and I'm going to knot it and weave in the end and come back. Okay. Oh, before I forget again, you're going to need some hot glue. I did tell you that you glue them to the little strips, and then you glue them up inside the little hood. Okay, so I have my first round done, and I'm on round 2. And so there's my chain 1, and then I'm going to do 1 half double crochet in that same space. So I count this as 2 stitches. So the chain 1, and then the next stitch, the half double crochet in the same space, I count that as 2 stitches in like most of my patterns. And the next stitch, I'm going to put 2 half double crochets. So in the next stitch, I'm going to put 2 half double crochets as well. So I'm just going to do this all the way around. So when I come back, I'll show you what I do next. Okay, so I've completed that round, and like I said before, I count the first 2 stitches that I did, the chain 1 and the next one, as 2 stitches together. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So there is my stitches, and I'm going to slip stitch to the beginning. And that's what it looks like. And then this round, or this row, whatever you want to call it, I chain 1. And then I'm going to do 1 half double crochet in the back loop and the loop underneath. So you can see that there's 2 loops that I'm going through, this one and the next one. So it's the back loop and the third loop, I guess it's called. And so I'm going to do that in every stitch around. So just 1 half double crochet in each stitch of the back loops and the loop underneath, which is the third loop, and I'll see you when I get back. Okay, so I've completed that round, and you can see it gave you a little edge, and it kind of makes it like a little cone or hat. So now I'm gonna slip stitch it to those 2 stitches, the front and back loop of that, because you're back to stitching as normal. And then you're going to chain 1 and put 1 half double crochet in that same stitch, and then I'm going to put 1 half double crochet in each stitch around. And I try to pull it somewhat taut. Don't have to hurt your hands or anything. So I'm going to do that until I come back, and I'll show you what I've got. Okay, so I've completed that round too, and I'm just going to slip stitch to the beginning. And I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to start round 5, and I'm going to do 1 half double crochet in that same chain 1 space, and then I'm going to put 1 half double crochet in the next stitch, and then 2 half double crochets in the next. So you're just going to repeat 1 in the next stitch, and then 2 in the next, all the way around, and I'll see you when I come back. Okay, I'm on round 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to be 6, and I have a chain 1 space, and I'm going to do 1 half double crochet in that same chain 1 space. Remember, I count that as 2. I count each of those as a stitch. And then this round, I'm just going to put 1/2 double crochet in each stitch around. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to do this from the same thing. Make sure you have 30 stitches each round. And you're going to do this from round 6 through round 10. And then I'll come back at the end of round 10. Okay, so I've completed rounds 6 through 10. So I have a complete 10 rounds, and that includes the top 2 rows. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 rounds. And the bottom last from 6 through 10, and actually it's 5 through 10, have 30 stitches each. And then this last one, I'm just going to slip stitch to the beginning. And then I'm going to chain 1. And then so you have your bottom, and it pretty much stands by itself. So you just want to weave in your end. And then if you really need something to push it up there, you could probably cut off part of a toilet paper holder or something. And then, so what we're going to do is we're going to start the arm now. And so you're going to some more purple, and you're going to make 2 arms. So I'm going to make 1 on the video, and then you're going to have to make 2. So I'm going to start with a magic loop. I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to put 6 half double crochets in the magic loop. And then there's 4, 5, and here's 6. And so now I'm going to pull it tight, and I'm going to slip stitch to the beginning. You can see that. So there's my magic loop. I'm going to chain 1, and then in the next I'm going to pull this tight for the magic loop before I do anything else. I'm going to knot this and weave in my ends and come back. Okay, so I'm on my second round for one of the arms, and I just got back from weaving in the ends and knotting the back part of it, of the stitch. And so this one, I'm just going to put 1 half double crochet. I've chained 1 for row 2 of this, and I'm just going to put 1 half double crochet in every stitch around. So there's 1, 2, and I kind of make it go into like a little pocket, so it's easier to crochet around. You can see that. So you got to count them, and I count that chain 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to slip stitch to the beginning. It'll be a little tight because you're going to make it, see how so it's like a little pocket or a little ball halfway. And so I'm just going to take my crochet hook, and I'm just going to make a slip stitch into that first chain space. I'm going to chain 1. So that's round 1 and 2. And then round 3, we're going to do 1 half double crochet in that chain 1 space. And then 1 half double crochet in the next space, the next stitch. And then we're going to put 2 half double crochets in the next stitch. And then 1 half double crochet in the next. And then 2. So you're just going to repeat that all the way around, 1 in one stitch and 2 in the next. We're just increasing. And so you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and one more, we're going to have 9. And that will complete that round. It's not very easy to see, but, and then I slip stitch to the beginning, chain 1, And then this round I'm going to do the same, repeat the same pattern. I'm going to put 1/2 double crochet in the chain 1 space. Whoops. And then 1/2 double crochet in the next stitch, and then 2 in the next, all the way around. So I'm just going to repeat that pattern. And when I come back, I'll show you what I do. Okay, so this round I have 14 stitches, and I'm just going to slip stitch the beginning. Oops. And there's my chain 1. So this is what it looks like. Kind of looks like a little thimble. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this round. I'm going to put 1/2 double crochet in each stitch around. And so I'll have 14, and I'll come back when I'm done with this round. Okay, so I'm going to slip stitch to the beginning again on this round. Chain 1. And so this is round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 6. I'm just going to put 1/2 double crochet in the same stitch, and then 1/2 double crochet in each stitch around. And you will still have 14 on this round, and I'll see you when I come back. And then I've completed round 6, and now I'm going to make a slip stitch to the beginning. Chain 1, put 1/2 double crochet in the same stitch. Oops. 1/2 double crochet in the next, and then 2 half double crochets in the next. Whoops. And then I'm just going to repeat that all the way around. 1 in one stitch and 2 in the next, all the way around, and I'll come back. Okay, so this row I have 20 stitches, and I'm just going to slip stitch to the beginning. Oops. And chain 1. And then I'm going to cut my working yarn. Oops. And then I'm going to pull up and make that a knot. And I'm going to weave in my ends. And I'm going to make another one, so there'll be 2 of these. So let me come back when I've completed the next. Okay, so now we have 2 of the arms ready and the body. And so what we're going to do, we're going to get something out of the way. We are going to glue these, and I'm just going to move them aside and put my phone so you can see this. These are purple. It's a dark purple. You can't see it well. And so I'm just going to put a strip of hot glue, just a little bead, and I'm just going to roll that on there and just try to close it without getting glue all over me. It's just a simple little thing. And so I just glued that one, and now I'm going to take the hot glue and put another bead of glue down that one, and that felt, and then I'm just gonna roll this one just like I did the other. And you might have to add a little hot glue. I didn't go quite to the end. Okay, and so the eyes are done because I want to make sure that it's not, I want them to be pointed out. And so I'm going to attach them, I'm going to glue them to each other. So they're going to be attached and all ready. And I know it seems weird, but that's just how I wanted to do it. So now I have them glued together, and you don't have to worry about the glue showing because it's going to be under the hood. So they're just going to be setting off to the side. Those are completed. And then now we're going to work on the hood. And so you're going to need some purple yarn again. And then I'm going to start with a magic loop. I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to half double crochet 6 into the magic loop again. I'll come back when I get my 6. Okay, so I'm going to slip stitch to the beginning. And then I'm going to chain 1. And I'm going to put 1/2 double crochet in each stitch around. Not in the same one as the chain 1 space, just one in each stitch, because you're only going to have 6 in this round again. So it's just like the arm. And so you're going to want to stop and tighten that the center knot and weave in your ends and come back. Okay, so I've weaved in my ends and I need one more 1/2 double crochet in the next stitch. And my yarn is just splits all the time. My black split too. Alright, so now I'm going to pull that to the center so it folds over, and then I'm going to slip stitch to the beginning, and I'm gonna, there's my slip stitch. So you only have 6 stitches in that row too, so it's really tight little cup, I guess, for lack of a little word. I'm gonna chain 1, and then I'm gonna put 1/2 double crochet in the same chain 1 space, and then I'm going to do 1/2 double crochet in the next stitch, and then I'm gonna do 2 1/2 double crochets in the next. So this is an increase row, and so I'm going to repeat that around. 1 in one stitch and 2 in the next, and I'll come back. Okay, so I've completed round 3 and I have 10 stitches. So the next round we're going to do we're going to slip stitch to the beginning just like we've been, and then I'm going to put 1/2 double crochet in the same stitch, and then I'm going to put 1/2 double crochet in the next, and 1/2 double crochet in each stitch around, and then I'm going to slip stitch to the beginning. I'm going to try to go this fast, so when I come back I'll show you what I got. Okay, so I have 10 stitches in this round, and I'm going to slip stitch to the beginning, and this is round 1, 2, 3, 4 that I just completed, and now I'm on 5. I'm going to chain 1, put 1/2 double crochet in that stitch, and then in the next stitch I'm going to put 1, and the next stitch I'm going to put 2, and I'm going to repeat that around, and I'll come back. Okay, and I've almost to the end of round 5, and you're supposed to do 1/2 double crochet and then 2 1/2 double crochets in each stitch around. You're going to until the last 3 stitches, and you're going to put 2 1/2 double crochets in every stitch, because your stitch count is going to be 18. So, and then you're going to slip stitch to the beginning, and then you're going to chain 1, and then round 6 you're going to increase this round too, but this round you're just going to do 1/2 double crochet in the chain 1 space, and then 1/2 double crochet in the next stitch, and then 2 1/2 double crochets in the next stitch, and then I'll see you when I get back. Okay, and so this round you're going to have 26 stitches, and you're just going to slip stitch to the beginning, chain 1, and then the next stitch you're going to do 1/2 double crochet in the same chain 1 space, and then you're going to do 1/2 double crochet in the next stitch, and 1/2 double crochet in the next, and then you're going to do 2 1/2 double crochets in the next stitch. So it's still another increase row, but it's a little bit of a different pattern. So remember, I count the chain 1 as a stitch, so you'll have 2 in this stitch, 1, and then 1, and then 2. So you're just going to repeat that pattern all the way around. Okay, and so I'm just going to slip stitch to the beginning, and you have 34 stitches on that round, and you're going to chain 1, and you're going to go 1/2 double crochet in the next stitch, or the same chain 1 space, and then 1 half double crochet in each stitch around. And you're going to do this from row 8 to 11. Just 1 half double crochet, and you're going to make sure you have the same stitch count as 34. So I will see you at the end of row 11. So I've completed row 11, and so from row 8 to 11 I have 34 stitches each row, and then I'm just going to slip stitch to the beginning, and then there's my slip stitch, and then now I'm going to do row 12, and I chain 1, and I do the same half double crochet in the same stitch, and then the next stitch, my yarn wouldn't break, it'd be helpful. I'm going to do 1 half double crochet in the next 4 stitches. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, so there's 1, 2, 3, and then here's 4, and then I'm going to do a half double crochet decrease. So I'm just doing a half double crochet like you normally would, but you're just going to do 2 together at the same time. And then I'm going to do 1 half double crochet in each of the next 6 stitches. Make sure you pull them kind of tight because you want it to be, there's 3, there's 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 half double crochets. Here's my other decrease, and now it's time for my decrease. Half double crochet decrease. So you're going to repeat that around. You're going to do 1 half double crochet in the next 6 stitches, and then you're going to do another half double crochet decrease all the way around, and I'll come back when I'm done. Okay, so I've made it to the last decrease, and then I'm just going to put 1 half double crochet into the end, and then I'm going to count them for you so you can see them, how many I have. I'm not going to put one in that space. That's not actually a stitch. Sometimes I do use it for different things though. Stitches 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So you should have 29 stitches. And this is the last row for the brim of the hat. And I just slip stitch to the beginning. And then I chain 1. And then I cut my working yarn. And I pull up a loop. And then you're going to want to weave in the end. And then I'll show you when I get back. Okay, so I weaved in my ends. And now I'm going to take my eyes. And I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue just on the one side, and then on the bottom part where the little loop is, I'm going to push this onto the top and to the back. You can see, try to make it straight so they are kind of in there. They're in there, I don't know, 4 into the 4th row in there, so you can't see them well. And then you can stitch these together, but I would just as soon glue in them because it's just going to stand somewhere. I'm not going to be real hard on them. And so I just kind of put a little hot glue and hold it a little bit. And so you can kind of see the little hood, and you can push it down. And I'm just going to hold my finger there so it stays taut with the hot glue. And then the arms, I always take where the bottom part of the stitch is, where you joined, and just put a little glue on the one side and back it up a little bit, put it on to one side, and I just hold it so it stays. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other side, because we have all 4 pieces that are, and then so I find the back of this one or the bottom, put a little bit of hot glue there, turn it so you can see, and then I'm just holding stuff in place so it stays. You are welcome to stitch it. I'm just choosing not to. I'm just going to sit on the desk or the table, so it's not going to go anywhere. It's just going to be, there's my little guy. And you can see now I'm going to work on the scythe, and I've trimmed one of the shish kebab sticks, and I will measure it for you so you can see how tall. You can make him shorter or longer for whatever you choose, but he is just over 5 inches, and I am just going to put it on the ground where it's going to be standing, and just put a little hot glue. A dab will do. You do not need a lot. And then you just attach it and hold it where it's touching the ground, where it's the base of the table. Just going to hold it so it stays. Because it's going to take a minute to dry. And then I'm just going to hold this, and I'll come back and finish the little scythe. Okay, for the scythe, you're going to need a little bit of gray. And you're going to need the same crochet hook. And you're just going to start with a slip knot. And put it on your crochet hook. And then you're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're going to want to slip or single crochet in the second chain from hook, and then 1 single crochet in the next, and 1 single crochet in the next. And then you're going to want to chain 1, turn your work, 1 single crochet in each of those 3 stitches. It's hard to see, this is small. So this is what it looks like. Just 1 single crochet in each of those 3 stitches. Chain 1, turn my work, don't break the yarn, 1 single crochet, and then 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. So now you only have 2 stitches there instead of 3. You're going to chain 1, and you're going to do a single crochet decrease. And then now you have 3 loops on your hook, and you're just going to go through all 3, chain 1, and you're going to cut your working yarn, and you're going to pull up that loop, and you're going to weave in your ends, and there's your little scythe. And I'll come back when I weave in my ends. Okay, here's this little scythe, and I have the ends weaved in and trimmed, and I'm just going to put a little dab of hot glue on what I think should be the back side, not a lot, and I'm just going to attach it to the top part of that shish kebab stick, and trying really hard not to burn myself. And I'm just going to hold it there for a second till it dries, and you can have it pointed the other way, or the other one has it the other way, but I don't know if it matters. It's a preference. So, but let me show you move some stuff off the side here. I'll turn on the lights. I left the little backing on them, you can see, and I'm just going to pull them out. And there is the lights. Here, let me move some of my lights away so you can kind of see. This one's, he's kind of dying. I left him on. This one's brighter. So you can see how the little lights shine for your Grim Reaper. So there is the Grim Reaper with lighted eyes. You can see him. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.